Welcome to Right Cycle Trading Systems review and overview of KATANA3 Big Chunk Precision Profit Grabber Strategy. Now, why the name KATANA3? Well, you have the katana sword, so we have a certain swipe, a certain, the concept would be to imply a precision strike. I guess that depends on the operator of the katana sword in terms of the use of the sword, but let's just go with this concept that it has a precision strike, very sharp, and slice. And so we look to slice out a big chunk of profit each time we trade with high precision. Now, what's this high precision? Well, the objective in designing this was that we first had an end desire goal. First of all, it had to coordinate in with the right cycle concept. We wanted to be into this cycle of getting on the right side of the markets. Okay, so there are many different types of cycles in concept, but here we look to have a strategy that went for a type of setup that would allow us to have a basically money-making opportunity on demand. Now that sounds a bit, wild and crazy, doesn't it? Well, that's what we are going for when we design the strategy. So therefore we ended up with this. You can see here below. Now this strategy can be used on the fly in day trading, in micro swing trading with day bars. And so there can be a lot of opportunity on the fly, and this is what we wanted in terms of an on-demand type of profiting concept. So an on the fly type of opportunity that was so high percentage winning if we just took every trade, that it could be a type of strategy that had this type of on-demand money-making concept, which is, it's kind of powerful sounding, right? Yes. Now we can scroll through the track records here. Now on-demand doesn't mean we win all the time, although we can use this as a strategy, which actually this is sold as a strategy. So we can use this as a strategy. That means that we can pick and choose the best trades. So therefore, we can combine this with, we can combine the KATANA3 strategy with some other factors, such as maybe support and resistance, trend breaks, and this and that. And you can increase your accuracy. Now, here we have the sample on First Solar. Not saying it's a great stock to trade, but we have the 91% winning. Okay. And you see here on Goldman Sachs, which is pretty popular, although it's not necessarily the best stock to trade either. We just, took random picks, and we have 6 months here, and you see here, just on the fly, but on the fly is not on the fly in the sense of this system's results representation, because we wanted to accurately represent what Katana can do. And so the only way to really accurately represent the types of performance is to run this as a system, like I said before, which means that we take every trade, and that since you would likely be using this as a strategy, you would not take every trade. So your winning percentage could be higher. Okay? Could be higher if you're a good strategy trader. Now, if you're a bad strategy trader, it could be worse. So if you're like an motion following trader, then you can find all the bad trades. You'll just get into these trades, okay? if you're following your emotions. But if you're cerebral, strategic, and you are strongly intuitive instead of emotional, like a tiger stalking its prey with high precision, assuming a tiger has high precision. I don't know the tiger's performance numbers and I'm sure it varies from tiger to tiger, but so you can optimize this with some other factors and just crush it. Okay, you can go for stocks that have bigger, juicier moves than Puny, First Solar, and Goldman Sachs. At least it became Puny. And Goldman Sachs is just kind of a fat mover, okay? Big fat bars and fat option prices. And anyway, so although it can put in some good moves here and there, so you can make money, but there are plenty of stocks out there where, man, you probably already know your favorite stocks that can put in these sweet moves that have decent options pricing, and you can go in there and just crush it. And here is the strategy to use to do so. Katana is different than Quattro 4, and of course Mega Builders are just a big, gigantic, massive trend type of strategy. But Katana is just like a swing trading or even a burst, but just whatever type of trading high momentum scenario. You can just go in and strike and grab and slice out that big chunk of profit, and that is that's fun. Okay, so I think you're gonna like this strategy. Enter, take the money, and run, and do so over and over, and combine this with some other factors maybe on your favorite stocks. Maybe that can move a bit more juicy than these two performance examples, but if it can do so well on these mediocre stocks, just imagine what it can do on some of the higher flyers, maybe even like a Apple Computer or a Netflix, or it depends on what's going on at the time. Stocks, companies always change, the behaviors, patterns change, so there are all sorts of stocks out there. There's so many opportunities in stocks. It's wonderful. Again, we are focusing here as a stock strategy. These are one at a time trades, so you can trade this with stocks, and you can just keep scooping up the profits right and left type of thing. And same with options. Hey, you don't have to use stocks. You can use options, and so we'll cover all these types of things in the course. It's a video course that teaches you the strategy. And, this is basically how to put it to work, how to learn it, master it, put it to work, and just start crushing it. And, of course, you can always ask us questions and ask for clarity if we didn't explain something well, and we'll look to add it to the course and things like that. So that's about it. I would definitely get this one and put this to use, add it to your arsenal, and just get it down pat in your system so you can use it. You have a way of potentially making money on the fly. Okay, and then, just imagine if you actually had that, right? The freedom you would have. Okay, so master the strategy, put it to use, get it in your system so you can acquire this as a little mini superpower, right, for potential financial freedom. All right, if you have any other questions, let us know. If you're not on the website, go to rightcycletradingsystems.com. You can look for KATANA3. If you are interested in purchasing, you can just click the link below for the add to cart and get rolling. All right, thanks.